Hard to believe that I actually have one of these, but yes, you are looking at a PS3 Slim. That's going slightly out of focus because, of course, it is. Um, yeah, a little over $100, 250 gigs. It works, which is probably the most important thing. Came with a DualShock 6-axis controller, which I'm not a fan of. Like, the controller itself is fine. It's not. It's really, just as well as any other controller. But that's kind of the problem. I've never been a big fan of this cross-pad D-pad thing that they had in all their first-party PlayStation controllers. So if I could find an alternative, I'd usually get it. And in this case, I went with this Afterglow, which isn't much better because it runs off regular batteries. So you eventually have to replace those, which I'm used to because I do that for the Wii remotes. And also it has this USB dongle thing that you have to plug in to get it to work on your PS3. And this silly thing, it doesn't go off the Bluetooth, or whatever signal that usually goes with. But on the bright side, though, you could use it as a PC controller if you want to go that route. But I had a bunch of Xbox controllers that serve that purpose already. But yeah, I got this earlier this month. Was cheap, and some of the games I got were fairly cheap, and that was pretty much my own birthday gift to myself, pretty much. Because I figured, why not? I was gonna hold I was gonna hold for a Switch, but I'm gonna wait another year or so before I decide to make the jump. Because you never know. They might improve. Like a couple of years in, it's still a bit early. Like, I'd like to wait a few years before I commit to a new console of sorts. But I don't know. That's just me. Anyways, I mainly picked this up because I have a few PS1 classics off the PSN that I bought from the PSP days. And they work here. And I could take the standard AV composite cable, plug it to my DVD recorder, and record onto DVD-R and use that footage to make some silly videos, which actually got a couple in the works. But not for this week. This week we got something else planned that I'm not going to say here, but there's a common theme and it involves a lot of nice code stuff. It's probably the only real hint I'm going to give, but anyways, that's not for the here and now. But yeah, it comes with the standard AV cable, but there's an HDMI slot that I could plug an HDMI cable, but apparently you can't record PS3 stuff with the HDMI for whatever reason. You gotta, at least not with the HogPog thing, so I gotta find a workaround for that, which I might have actually might have a workaround, a theory, but again, that's not for the here and now. We're mainly concerned with pickups, so I did get a few disc-based games for this thing because you have to have disc-based games. You're not getting $100 box for strictly digital games. That's what the PC is for. So let's start with Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection, because when you buy a brand new high-definition video game system, well, it's brand new to me, then the first thing you want to pick up is a compilation of ancient video games that originally appeared on an ancient 16-bit Sega Mega Drive system. Though, to be fair, I had that similar mentality when I had my old Xbox and PS2 consoles, so nothing new there. The other game I picked up was Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete Edition. So following the tradition of Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix, where the greatest hits version adds a few more stuff. And I liked Midnight Club 3, so this was an easy pickup, and played a bit of it. I actually like it. It's pretty much the same as the other game for the most part. Some differences, I'm sure. This one I bought fairly recently. And I saw it. Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. So I'm finally able to give this one a shot, and as you can see, I haven't opened it. And yeah, getting a PS3 meant I got to go to EB Games or slash GameStop for the first time in years. And when you could get past the walls of Funko Pop figures, there are actually games that are available for the cheaps. And there you go. So a lot of these games are either cheap GameStop pickups or Walmart pickups or just stuff from the flea market. I don't think that the most expensive one is like $20. So nothing special really. Anyways, Sonic Unleashed. Finally have an HD version to play. I had this on the PS2 and the Wii, and those versions are somewhat different from this proper version. And my main issue with Unleashed, which is something that a lot of people have an issue with Unleashed, was probably the Warhawk segments. But other than that, it's just that part that's like kind of meh. But I digress. Dark Void. Game that actually we remember getting for like a couple bucks off Steam. But never actually got around to playing it. I don't know why. Probably should. But in any event. I did play the Dark Void Zero, which is like an 8-bit demake, or whatever they call it. I remember that being fun. I thought that one was fun for the most part, but it's been years, so let me revisit that one. Got PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, which I think is like a Smash Brothers type clone, which is always fun, I guess. We got Battleship, which is based off a movie that I have yet to see. So if this game features anything involving Liam Neeson, I don't know, insert a funny Liam Neeson joke, whether it's related to Tekken or Metachlorians or fuck whatever, I don't know. Batman Begins. Star Trek. It's another game I got on Steam and I played for slightly a little bit. Be nice to be able to play something like this on the couch rather than on a chair. Which I don't know. I've heard not so good things about the game, but it's a Star Trek, so I like Star Trek things, at least when they're done well for the most part. So we'll see. Resident Evil 5. Bioshock. It was cheap, so I figured why not. And if I like that one, I might jump to the other games. And if I don't care for it all that much, which is likely, because different tastes for folks and stuff. Got Wolfenstein. The 2000, I think it was 2008, 2009. And I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't find this on Steam. They have Return to Castle Wolfenstein. They have the New Order, Old Colossus, whatever, the newer ones. But they don't have this one for some reason. So you have to play this. And because it was also fairly cheap, Wolfenstein: The New Order. So that's going to be fun for the most part. And I don't know if they were able to fit this on the PS3. I don't see why they couldn't just do something like this for the Switch. Have that on the go to complement the new Colossus or whatever whatever the new one was called. At the very least, you wouldn't need to have a downloadable. Anyways, do you need to download for this? 8 gigs. So, not that much. Yeah, so that's my birthday haul for August. Not much to Not much to say. It's stuff. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. I'm off to bed. It's just as well because been feeling a little winded. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Till next time, take care and good night.